Hello everybody, this is Gruesome Fox coming at you with two matches here in the buffed Jegan D-type. This first match here is going to be a 550 space match, so this is going to be the level 2 version of the D-type here. And then the match after this is going to be a 500 cost ground match, that's going to be with the level 1 variant of the D-type. And the Jegan D-type is a general type mobile suit, and 500 and 550 are the only two costs that it is available at the moment. And one other thing I just want to point out before I really get into it for both of these matches, I am going to be using the Jegan D-type bazooka, because I really like this weapon on this suit, so, really it is just my weapon of choice when it comes to playing the D-type here. But the Jegan D-type has been buffed during the July 2024 unit adjustments, and I'll be completely honest, I completely glanced over this suit in the unit adjustments. Not that I didn't think the buffs were good or anything, I just literally didn't know the suit was buffed. I read the unit adjustment list, and I guess I must have completely missed it when I was reading it, because I had no idea that this suit was buffed. I only found out about it during my recent Saturday stream when it was pointed out to me that this suit was buffed, and oh boy, they gave this suit some very interesting buffs. Not really anything that, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, is probably going to be seen as like remotely groundbreaking, but at the time it was very much a shocker to me when I, kind of experienced it, especially with one of the changes they made to this suit, which, again, probably won't be the biggest thing in the long run, but still was enough motivation for me to really try to do a video covering the buffs here. But I've spent enough time rambling about, this already, so I'm going to start going into the buffs we have for this suit here. And we're going to be starting off with the mobile suit specs. I'm starting off here, the unit HP was increased from 15,500 to 16,500, so you do have a little bit of extra HP, which is always a nice change to make to any mobile suit. Let's see, for your, this also applies to the upper levels as well. For your melee attack boost, this was increased from 38 to 45, upper levels are also enhanced, and I don't remember the exact value, but I think the level 2 got a much higher boost in its melee attack boost than the level 1 did, and that's already really good because the Jegan D-type is a more melee focused variant of the Jegan compared to the Shaw's counterattack version, which from its stats is really meant to be more balanced. And then for the unit skill here, this is going to be the big revelation I had when playing this. The emergency evasion system level 1 skill was increased to level 2, so basically, yes, this Jegan now has a double dodge roll, which I tested on stream. I did a dodge roll to avoid an attack, and then I saw that I still had a little bit of thruster left, and I'm like, wait, they gave this thing a double dodge, and I think that's when I was told that it was buffed. So really cool there. Always nice for a suit to have a double dodge roll, because you don't even necessarily have to use both dodges. You can always use a dodge and then go into a tackle. Really just kind of depends what your enemy is planning to do. You can kind of, maybe set them up and try to get a counter. So that is a really nifty version of the emergency evasion system skill to have. Continuing on with the buffs here, we don't have too much else for the unit specs here. The level 1 version, the thrusters were increased from 60 to 65. And for the level 2 variant, the unit skill reaction booster program level 1 has been given. And that's going to be everything for the unit specs here, which is going to take us to our one sub-weapon that was buffed, that being the Shield Twin Missile Launcher ×2. And for this, the power was increased from 550 to 600, upper levels have also been enhanced. The reload time was shortened from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, and the stagger accumulation value has been increased. And yeah, that's pretty much the full buff list here for the Jegan D-type, which is quite the short list. Typically, I don't cover unit adjustments when they are this limited in their buffs, but as I mentioned, this suit, when I used it on stream, it really just caught me off guard with that double dodge roll that I was like, I really need to make a video on this and actually, bring this to people's attention and maybe see what else they gave this suit, which again, pretty small buff list, but still some pretty nifty perks that they gave this suit overall. And yeah, the Jegan D type really is a pretty nice general. I used to be a limited mission suit with just the level 1, and I believe the level 2 version is still exclusive to when they brought it back in another set of limited missions, so I don't know how many people actually have the level 2. Typically, because when I try to do these buffed videos, I do try to use the highest level of a suit that I possibly can, because typically those higher level suits, they do get the most out of the unit adjustments. So again, I try to use those suits the most to really get a feel for what kind of changes they made towards a unit. I also use that its native costs as well, just to see, base level, how well it can perform. And really for both of these matches, the Jig and D type worked pretty well. It was again, it's a pretty good general, being slightly more melee based compared to the Char's counterattack version, which, as I mentioned, does have just those more balanced stats, makes it more of a balanced general. And yeah, you'll see here at some points, especially if I just go in for just a downswing, it is going to be packing a punch against certain suits. Especially, being a general, you are going to be doing more damage against ray types. That's really where, in these matches, you're going to be seeing most of that progress. But, yeah, I think overall the buffs for this suit are really good. Really just kind of looking at the reference data here, it does look like it wasn't performing the best. Because the average for a general at 500 in terms of win rate was 50.9, and the suit had a 47.3, which honestly kind of surprises me, because I thought I've seen the Jegan D type be used quite a bit, so I always thought it was a pretty decent suit. I mean, again, it's pretty similar to the standard Jegan, which is another suit that I think just performs really well. Especially if we're talking about the Char's counterattack Jegan, even at 650, which is the level 4 version of that suit, I still feel like it functions, fairly decently. It's a pretty standard, reliable mobile suit. So, I guess with the Jegan D type here, maybe because it was more specialized towards melee combat, it just really didn't have it as much, but it does look like for the, aim for why they went to go do this, it does look like the, mobile suit losses, that was an issue where, people kept, this mobile suit kept getting destroyed, so that's why they gave it the increased HP and the improvement to its dodge roll. So it does seem like that may have been a issue with it, where maybe the suit was just getting destroyed way too much, which could always be a possibility. I wouldn't put it, I wouldn't put that aside for any suit that could be, a possibility. Oh my god, I absolutely butchered that word. A possibility that could have been an issue. Before I continue on here, though, we're just going to take a look at this space match here and just see how well the Jegan D type worked. I know for this match in particular, I think this one went really well. And yeah, top in individual, top in assist, and top in damage dealt. And first place overall with 5 kills and 1 loss. And yeah, top in damage, so not too shabby there for the level 2 version of the D-type. And that's going to it's going to take us to the level 1 match here on ground, which is going to be on City Ruins here. And again, going to still be using that Jegan D-type bazooka. But yeah, it does seem like the changes that they made to it really, again, were just kind of like some more quality of life changes than anything really too drastic. The biggest thing, as I keep saying, I can mention here really does seem to be that it now has that double dodge roll. I feel like that's not something that we really see with quite a few suits, especially when it comes to grunt suits as well. So, actually, I don't know if any other Jegan variant has a double dodge roll. The Vossable Jegan might get one when it goes into its the Psycho Resonance. I feel like that might be the only Jegan. I could be wrong in that. I could be missing a Jegan variant. There are quite a few of them in the game already, so feel free to leave in the comments if there are any other Jegans that either have a double dodge roll from some sort of ability, or if they have it just stock, they have level 2 of the dodge roll skill. But as far as I can tell, this might actually be only double dodge roll Jegan variant, which again is just really cool overall and is going to be very helpful for a suit like this, especially if you are trying to move in for melee. you can use a dodge roll to, maybe trick somebody into using their attack, and once they think they can get you with a melee attack, you can possibly go in for a counter, get your counter in, go in for the downswing, really just start getting that damage off, especially if you are trying to go after the enemy's raid as well. Yeah, I do think you do have quite a few possibilities with that skill there. And again, everything else is pretty nice as well. You have those increased thrusters, which, when it comes to the thrusters, I do always think that was an issue with the D-type. It did always feel like it went through its thrusters quite quickly. Pretty glad they did make the change to that. And then you have that melee attack boost, which, as I mentioned, Jegan D-type is really a more melee-focused variant of the Jegan, so you do want to make use of that melee as much as possible. Let's see how much damage I get on the... let's see how much damage I can get on the Engage 0 there, but it does look like I'm going to have broken legs, so not going to be able to see in time. It does look like I got some decent rocket launcher damage, though. But yeah, if I am able to get a downswing off in this match, again, especially against the Engage 0 here, or any other raid that might be in this match here, yeah, you'll definitely be able to notice the damage for it. So yeah, pretty good buffs overall, and I think, yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Jegan D-type here. I know I'm probably a bit repetitive in this buffed video here, but again, I keep saying again, the buff list was not too big. There really isn't too much major about this that I really think I can, cover, aside from the main points that I've already talked about. Again, it was really just something that I wanted to talk about after using it on stream. Really wanted to make a video and just kind of go over some of the stuff they changed about this particular variant of the Jegan. Because this is one that I do like playing on occasion. Even though I tend to be more fond toward the Char's counterattack version, I do still like using this one every once in a while. So, yeah, really nice to get this suit out and really just try out the buffs for it. But... yeah, I'd say overall the buffs, unit adjustments for it, they are really good, really nice changes for this suit. Hopefully it does help out with those, numbers, its wins and losses, and, everything in between that this suit had, because from the matches I've played, I've noticed the results. It does seem like it's, much better in performance compared to matches I've played with it in the past. So yeah, really going to be cool to see how this suit's future goes from here. I probably will see more of them on the field going forward, but yeah, that's going to be everything from me for this video here. Actually, yeah, just pointing out, yeah, a little over 2,500 on a neutral to that powered gym there, but yeah, now that's going to be the end of me for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the buffed Jegan D-type. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.
Advantage right now. Enemy mobile suit destroyed. We've lost an allied unit. Watch yourself. Lost them out. The mobile suit can't take much more. Eject. Lost an allied unit. This op's got 2 minutes to go. Bases are now more valuable for this mission. See you soon. Beacon overtaken. A bomb's been planted in our base. Enemy soldier eliminated. Bomb removed from base. Jegan's got 1 minute to go. Don't get sloppy now. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Time has run out! All right, we win! Here are this battle's rewards.